Welcome back to Runaway with Taborland. If you're looking for an outdoor living space for your Runaway, I think I got the answer. I use this. We love our Gazelle 6-sided screened-in enclosure. And this video is going to show you why I love it, how easy it is to set up. So stick with me and I'll show you another great gadget you can use for your Runaway.
Huh? What?
No.
What?
So this is a 6-sided Gazelle. Now they make different models, but this is called a collapsible or like a push out, easy setup, very easy setup. A little bit hard to put away, but not terrible like the SUV tent. But let me show you. It's kind of funny because this is the first one where I know the bag itself has straps to strap it down. But all you're going to do is easily unstrap the sides. And then zip it out. All right. See, the zip doesn't go all the way down, which helps so much when you're putting this guy back in, because when you're putting it back in, you can put the big end and put it into the pocket, so you're not struggling, you know, with a tent bag. It's just, man, it's so nice. So let's go ahead and take this thing out. So I just got back from Blackwater River State Park, my Florida Park series, and when I put it away, it was damp. So this is a perfect opportunity to show you how easy it is to set up, because I need to take it out anyways to dry it out a little bit more. Now, these tents do not have a floor on it. So the first thing you're gonna need, they sell a floor separately, or you can just use a giant tarp, or I have not used it with the bottom yet. I just put it right on the gravel or where behind the Runaway where my campsite is. But let me show you how to take it out. I set it up on a table because I'm lazy and I don't want to bend down. So it's real easy. What comes in the bag, you'll have 2 support rods that are easily attachable, and these 2 rods are the only rods you're gonna need. Which, if you've been watching my channel a long time, you know I don't like tents, but I love this one. So let me set that down, and if I can find the bag. So it comes with your tie downs, and man, do they give you some tie downs. Look at these bad boys. They are huge, and they come with little rubbers on the end so they don't, you know, stab through the bag.
Safety first.
But I got a whole bag of them with ties, which I have not used a tie yet, but we'll save that for now. And we're gonna take this off. The way I do it, I lift the whole thing up, slide it out, then pull its pants off.
That's illegal, sir!
And you know I love this. Inside the bag itself are the instructions sewn into the bag so you don't lose it. Not only that, it comes with 1 strap around it when you're putting it away. And then when you take that off, yet again, more instructions tied to the strap. And if you notice, the strap is really nice. It's got a handle, so you can just feed it through. Awkward. So what you do is you just feed it through, and then Velcro it down. Do it the opposite way. Oops, you get the idea. So it's an easy up, and that right there is the top. So what I like to do is just fan it out. And the first thing you come to are these little guys. So this is the side wall, and all I'm gonna do is pull up and the tent will pop out. Now the first one's always the trickiest because you really don't have any leverage. But see how it just pops out? So now I got one side out. And now I'll just go around the tent and keep popping out sides. Here's one. I'm gonna grab it and pull. That's it. Gonna walk it around, grab it, and pull. And as you can see, the tent is slowly taking shape already. So let me walk you around to the side. Here we go. So I got 3 sides open. So I like to hold the top and put my foot on the bottom and pull. Oop, I missed the side, but it doesn't matter. And pull. So now I got all but one side. So now all I have is the door. Let me show you around. See, all the sides are popped out, except for the middle. See how droopy it is in the middle? Unzip your door, pop it out, and then all I'm gonna do is go inside and push up in the center. I'm trying to get the right angle. So then you just pop it up. Nice and easy. Each Gazelle has a skirt. So you're just gonna go around and pull out the skirt. Like so. All your tie downs, all your stakes go in here. So everything is inside, and that's how you lock it down. It's real easy to set up. Just kick it out and get your grommet and stake it in. And again, you have more instructions out in the tent. So that's 3 areas of instructions. So there's no excuse. But as you can see in the video, it's really easy to set up. Now, remember the poles? Let me get those. So the poles are real nice. It's only 2 pieces, and each end has, you know, like a rubber protective of the pole. And you see these 2 little slots here, and there's one down below. So all you do, this is to give the door stability. You pop it in the hole at the bottom, and just bend it a little bit and pop it in. That's it. And then you have your Velcro. So take your Velcro, wrap it around the pole, and you're done. Do that for both sides. And that is it. Now your door frame is a little bit secure. Also sold separately, of course, are side panels. Let me see if I have some. Now, side panels are actually pretty expensive, and the floor itself is pretty expensive. But they come in 3 packs. So 3 side walls per pack, okay? And when I got these, they were on sale on Amazon. They might not be on sale now, I don't know, but I'll leave a link for the Gazelle and the panels and the floor in the description section of this video. But it's 3 panels, and they're super easy to attach. I'm not gonna do it, but I'll show you what I mean. So at the corner of each section, you'll have a little tie down here and a little tie down at the bottom. So the panels are just 1 sheet that goes over the side. It will have a hole in the center to get this through, but all you do is attach one end with the hook here and one at the bottom, okay? And then, as you can see, there's Velcro straps. It's meant to be a little bit water resistant, so when the water falls off, it'll go over it. So that's why they're here. and you just Velcro all the way around, hook it in down the sides of each side. There's nothing at the bottom because they're just expecting the water to roll off. But there, like I said, there will be a hole to get your handles through. So since I just explained the sides in the video, which I shot 2 weeks ago, just haven't edited it yet on the Gazelle awning, here I put up some sides because the wind was coming in last night and my little fireplace was having a hard time, so I wanted to block 2 sides. But it really is as simple as hooking it to these sides, and then the Velcro just goes all the way over it. And I showed you that there is a hole for your things to come out, and at the bottom is another hook to hook it to, and you see it just goes around and Velcros to the side. Really simple sides and really nice. It really did the work of blocking out what little wind was coming through these screens. So the sides are that easy. When do you want to put sides on this? Well, that depends. I've known people to use this as their tent, but we use it as the living room space. Now, if you want the sides to hang out, there's straps for that too. So it doesn't unzip at the top. So you're just basically opening the curtains. And there's 2 tie downs for that. So you bunch it all up just like that. And basically you just do that to both sides and you have an opening. As you know, I'm 5'9", so if you're under 5'9", I don't think you have a problem. Allison at 5 foot and Joey at 5 foot and Journey at 5'3" do not have a problem. I'm the only one. Over 5'9", or I'd say 5'6", it's not a very tall opening, as you can see. So I do have to duck down when coming in the tent. Now, one side has a grommet at the bottom, so you can spike it in to give this side tension. So when you're zipping it up and unzipping, the tension's there. But if you zip it without the tension, you're gonna have to hold one side of the tent. Now, I can't say enough how much we love this outdoor space. It's fantastic. It's got a high enough ceiling where I can't touch the roof unless I really try. So it's got a really high ceiling, which means when you're sitting down, we have our gas fireplace right here, and we use it in the winter. You do have that smell, that gas smell with all gas, fire, propane and stuff like that. You do have that, but it's not horrible. And because the mesh, let me show you the mesh. The mesh is so fine, so tight, that smoke will get out if there is any smoke, because we do cook in here too. But it is very breathable for the fireplace. And I set up that table in here. I set up my TV in here, 3 camp chairs, fireplace. I mean, it's huge. They make a smaller version. It's just a 5-wall. So it's just the there's no back spot. So it's a little smaller. Biggest complaint in the winter, this thing is perfect. It heats up in here without any walls up, just the screen. It heats up in here really nice, especially right around here. But we stay nice and cozy. And saying that, in the summertime, like right now, I'm back at the house. It's about 70 degrees. So not hot like, you know, Florida gets, but pretty hot. And I feel 0 breeze coming in, and it's getting really hot in here, and it's become almost like a sauna. Summer camping, I'm gonna have to let you know how that goes with this, because there is no breeze. We do have 2 fans we're gonna try and put in here to circulate the air and try and get fresh air from outside in. But because that mesh is so fine and so small, like the small minute bugs can't get in. mosquitoes can't get in. Nothing can get in, which is really nice, but it might be just too hot for you. If you like the heat, man, I don't see anything wrong with this tent for you. But if you're like me who gets hot really easy, I'm kind of curious. Like, I'm ready to go outside right now because it is getting too hot in here to film. And I'm in the shade, as you can see. So let me show you how to collapse it. First things first. Reach up. I wish I could do this with 2 hands, but I only have 1. And just slowly pull it down. Ooh. Until it's down. So now you're back at this position. And I already told you what you're not supposed to do. I forgot. Let me go get those side poles. As you can see, that's what's holding this up right now. See, even I forget every time. That's 2. So 2 poles, man, so easy. So now I'm just gonna go around and push in the sides. Now, like when pulling it out, I like to hold the top and the bottom with my feet. Just like that. So now you kind of want it all to fold back on the top middle part. So always kind of close this too, I forgot that. So basically this part now is the top of the tent, the middle of the tent that you push out at the end, or first when you're collapsing it. And you can see it all folds up. The way I describe it is like, you know when you have your umbrella and the wind catches it and all the whole thing flips inside out? That's what it's gonna look like when you got it all locked together. So going from there, I personally like to put it on the picnic table that's at the campground, but I will set it up where the enclosed part is here because the bulk, the big bulky part slides into this section. And it's kind of nice, the bag's really nice. This is the pad right here, so if you're setting it up, like you have a nice padded spot right there. Nice added touch, I thought. But then I'll take my strap, so when I put it on top here, I can strap it down. Let me fix that. You want the Velcro side down, if that helps. Now let me get this thing. You're gonna bring your inverted umbrella over, put it on top of your strap, the bulky part. Grab the handle and tighten it. And then Velcro it down. Just like that. And then you're gonna put it on like a tight pair of skinny pants.
It's the tight pants, Rose.
If you're over a certain age, you won't get that reference. But just... So that's the part I was talking about. How easy it is. Because once you got everything in, it's just basically sliding it up. This is the way I do it. Guys, kind of go to the side and you're done. There's so much extra room in these Gazelle bags. Like the only part that's, you know, you got to worry about is right there in the beginning. Oops. As I said before, they give you a big enough bag to where it goes in nicely. Now, the optional, if you like to keep everything tight, take these straps. Bada bing. Make sure your handles are out of the way. Now, there are some negatives. It's not all great, okay? There are some negatives if you want to get the 6-sided Gazelle tent. All right, first of all, it's heavy. So if you're gonna be lugging it around, the weight and the dimensions, well, let's just look it up on Amazon. So as you can see here from the Amazon page, if you scroll down to the weight of the Gazelle, you'll see it right here. It's 34 pounds. Okay, so it is not light. And if you're looking at the overall dimensions of it, it's the length 124, width 124, and the height is actually 86 inches. And I'll leave a link for the 5-sided Gazelle, which is a little bit lighter. Let's scroll down. It's a little cheaper at 154. And if we scroll down, the 5-sided is only 24 pounds, but you're losing some space on the inside by 114 by 109 by the same height of 85 inches high. Where's that feet? Inches, right? Yeah, 85 inches high, which is 7 feet 1 inch if you want to get technical, and 85 inches. And the 6-sided was 86, so relatively same at 7 foot 2 inches. So yeah, you know, over 30 pounds is, it could be a lot for people, especially if you're where you're gonna store it. So when I travel with it, I store it in the back of my truck when I'm going to each campsite. But yeah, you could strap it down to your roof rack if you have one. But even in my truck, I mean, it does take a lot of real estate. It does take up a lot of real estate. So, you know, I can't put it, you know, lengthways in my truck because it won't fit. So I have to put it sideways, and that's how I travel with it. So that's basically the only problems I have with it. It's heavy, which it's not a concern for me.
Nothing's gonna stop the Macho Man Randy Savage now.
You know, as I wear a Scooby-Doo shirt. So that's all I got on the Gazelle tent. I hope this video was informative, and it'll help you make up your mind on what you want to be your outdoor living space. Do you just want it to be the awning, or do you want a place to escape mosquitoes? That could potentially get really hot in the summer or really cold in the winter. But in the winter, it was great to have a gas fireplace in there. It really, really was cozy. That concludes this episode of Runaway with Tableland. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I looked at the analytics, and 81% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So thank you to the, what was that? So thank you to the 19% that have. Is my math right? Am I mathing right? Oh God, terrible at math. My poor kids. Thanks for watching.